Good evening. I hope you are sitting comfortably and that you have steeled yourselves for what you are about to experience. A podcast so directionless, you'll need a map and a guide just to make it through this intro. Should you survive the untamed wilderness of the fog of vaping, the profanity of politics, the gore of gaming, and the ever-twisting and undulating non-sequiturs, then you can say you have proudly navigated and survived your journey inside the minds of the Rambling Vapors.
First in flame.
And we are fucking... we are back, motherfuckers.
Welcome for lighting.
So, right, welcome to Season 3, Episode 4 of Rambling Vapors. So first off, this is the first one where we are no longer in the same room, for I am in Amsterdam and Bungle is in England.
Yay!
In good old Cambridge. So there may be some differences in audio quality, so I apologize off the bat for any reverb because I've not quite sorted my room out yet, my new office. Hardwood floors and quite an echoey house, so I need to get some proper sound dampening in here, but I'm hoping VSTs that we're using is going to fix most of it in post. So we've done some audio tests. This is quite an going to be quite an interesting experiment. But hopefully it's all sounding good for everyone. It's good to be back. It's been a very long time. It's been, over a month? Like going on for 2 months?
Well, yeah, because we did one,
just before I left, which was
we did
end
the week
of July.
before, didn't we?
Yeah, it was like end of July. And I put that up 2 days before we left. So that was very end of July. Then all of August... we're just going into September, so maybe like 1 1/3 months.
Yeah, considering when we started in January, we were trying to do one a month, and we're only on episode 4 at September.
Yeah,
we've done well.
I think with the new setup and everything, I think we'll be able to get them out a bit more frequently. It's because we don't have to kind of travel we can just be at home and all right, record, let's go. So we'll see how this goes. There will be improvements over time, but luckily, we anticipated being off at the air a lot longer because I didn't know how quickly we was going to find a place to get set up. But we were here 2 weeks and we'd found the property, so we just finished getting it all kind of set up and sorting out my man cave. And we've got the sofa downstairs. I've just put LED strip around the back of it as well now, so it just nice. The sofa glows, fucking awesome. So we found a really sweet three bedroom, 3 floor house. We're living in Ostorp. It's really nice. So we've got a big attic bedroom, fucking huge living area downstairs, really sweet kitchen, spare bedroom. I've got an office and a man cave and a studio now. We're becoming professional, Bungle.
Sort of, yeah. I've what I call my studio or /office /spare room /dumping room. We're not putting out the video that we're using to talk to each other with, mainly because the state of the room behind me is just full of shit.
Just get
doesn't help with the reverb.
Just get actually it probably does help with the reverb. It's less things for it to bounce. It's all clutter.
It's multi-angered, so
what I was gonna say is what you could do is just get a throw and pin it to the ceiling and just drape it behind you.
See, I'm toying with getting a green backdrop.
Yeah, that would be fun. And then you could be in the Caribbean, whatever that place. So we're back. I guess we'll kick it off with our usual kind of what we've been vaping. There's no real vape news kind of or any segments planned out for this. This is just we're back. We're going to shoot the shit for a bit and just ramble on about various bits. But we will do the what we've been vaping. So I'll tell you what. I'll kick it over to you, Bong, because I've rambled on a bit. If you want to start with.
Well, literally, I have been going through vape stock because I have got tons and tons of shit.
I will say
over.
I've been doing the exact same thing.
I have not bought, I haven't bought any new juices. That's a bit of a lie. I bought another bottle of Bonbon by Pom.
Okay, yeah.
Because I'm fucking hooked on that. That is my ADV. switched over to Unicorn by Coffee Shop for a bit, or whoever makes it. Look at the bottle. Distributed by Vape Importer Co. Great, that's really fucking useful. Oh, the Drip Company.
Okay, cool.
Make a Unicorn one. That was my ADV. Discovered Bon Bon by Pom. Have been hooked on that. Went back to Unicorn for a little bit, but then straight back onto Pom. Doing that on still the same, well, a different bit of mesh now in the Mesh Pro. I've changed it three times now. 3 times I've had to change it. That's all. I've had that for, 3 months now? Mm-hmm. Like, mesh lasts so long.
Yeah. I'm glad you're liking that, actually. I should put mine back.
I'm still rocking the recoil on my Vupu. That's kind of got a bit of Unicorn in it. And I got a bit of Mother's Milk inside my Asmodus, which is currently in my bag.
Okay, cool.
Because I haven't been using that too frequently, so I need to get back on it. But
myself,
Bon Bon that's the bitch for me right now.
Myself, like I said, I've been working through old vape stock from the expo, so I've just at the moment I'm vaping on my Squid Industries Double Barrel 2 with the Twisted Messes 24 Pro. I've got the Stepdad vanilla whipped cream, the Jolly Dad. It's like a vanilla whipped cream, but I've topped it off because I didn't have the nick to top it off, so I topped it off with banana CBD juice. Ooh, so it's vanilla whipped cream banana. It's fucking lovely, really fucking nice. So I'm like I said, vaping that on the Squid Double Barrel. I've also been vaping the last of I've not quite finished it. One Hit Wonders Army Man, which is like a key lime pie. I was vaping that on one of my purge mods in the Rebel. I'm currently vaping. Do you remember the at Vape Expo the like ravers that gave me a load of fucking juice because I was dancing to their happy hardcore. Their stuff, old school vape. Their fizzy mix lime. It's like nice. a slight limeade type thing, a little hint of Cooler, but not too much. Vaping that on the DNA 75 steam engine in the Alpine RDTA, like proper gentleman's vape.
La-di-da.
Yeah, it's just like leather and brass, and it all looks nice. That. And I am also vaping the last of Mad Rabbit's lemon meringue in my Asmodus Luna Squonker on the Reload X RDA, which is nice. I love this thing. It's so good. And then I was using that was on Homeboy OC's Rage mod. I was using that for a while. That Squonker, that's fucking fantastic. And also I've had the Lost Vape Furion in my arsenal as well recently, quite a lot. And my still rocking every other week, pretty much rocking the Mech mod, Rig mod Descendant Outlaw Edition. I recently got some 21700 batteries as well for the Furion, which fuck me, they are awesome. They've got such a long life on them. So that's been my vape stuff. I picked up some stuff since I've been in Amsterdam. It's a bit weird over here. Like, there's not a lot of like advanced vape shops like they do, like, you know, higher end stuff or like wire and things. Yeah, it's lots of Smok, lots of Kanga. Mainly Smok, actually. Smok and like E-Leaf and
Kanga seems to die out a lot.
Yeah, because they just started making really bad mods, basically. I think personally,
Smok is starting to go that way a little bit as well.
There's a lot of Vaporesso are big out here. Vaporesso are really big. I like that stuff as well.
That stuff's been pretty good quality.
Yeah, really good. Some of their ceramics coil heads have been fantastic. So there's a lot of just like, you know, the cheaper, like kind of, there's some shops that have got a good selection of juice. That's not been a problem, but I can't find anywhere that sells wire. So I'm going to have to order that online.
Mail order and shit.
Yeah. I did call into, I want to give a massive shout out actually to Vapr, which is the shop owned by the guys behind Dutch Vapors. e-liquids. I just stumbled in there today. Started chatting.
Space cake.
Good old space cake. I picked up their Stroop waffle, their butter popcorn, and I forget which one of their stripper juices it is, but it's like cantaloupe and blueberry. It's quite fresh and tart. The guys in there were really awesome. They were really cool to chat to. I ended up in there for like way longer than I intended. They were just letting me try a load of juices and that. They've actually just bringing out a matcha juice, which is really tasty. Like, if you remember the matcha latte that I brought back from Japan, it's kind of similar to that, except like with less, like it's just matcha, not so much coffee. It's a bit more akin to Milk's matcha. Yeah. That's really good. That was like, I love that stuff. So yeah, it's been, I did stumble in another cool vape shop. It's an Italian guy. They stock some interesting Italian juices. I picked up one that was amaretto and tobacco. The interesting thing is they're organic, so they don't use any sweeteners or anything, but they are sweet. It's really, the juice, actually, I vaped it a bit. It was nice when I tasted it in the shop. I'm not that keen overall. It's a good quality juice. It's just not to my palate. But they do some other ones in there. They've got like a whiskey and coffee one, and yeah, some really nice juice. And they've got a bit more high-end artisan stuff, you know, the kind of shit that I like. So yeah, I think there are other cool other vape shops available. They're just few and far between for the higher end stuff. It makes me realize how good we have in the UK. I will say that. Yeah.
Despite the CBD and all that affecting us here as well, they seem to the shops here have really taken off.
Oh god, yeah. There are so many, like, especially like in terms of speciality vape shops. You know, guys like Grey Haze, Superior Vapor, Evolution Vaping, Vape Cloud. They're just like my staple shops when I was in the UK. Like, I used less and less. I used eSig Store UK.
UK eSig.
Yeah.
UK eSig Store.
Yeah, they've got a good range and everything, but I find they're slightly more expensive than most other places.
Yeah, I mean, one I use quite frequently, which is more expensive than a lot of the others, is Vapor Depot.
Oh yeah, no, but they're really good guys. They've got really good range.
Great customer service, good range as well. Like, I've done their, they do I think they're one of the first few guys to do the mystery boxes. Mm-hmm. I remember that was their gimmick when they first launched. And I remember, fuck it, I'll give it a shot. And that's how I ended up getting the Mage RTA.
Oh, yeah, no, I remember when you did that, actually.
A couple of them, another RDA as well, I got from them as well. Which, what one was that? It was the little tiny RDA.
Yeah, I remember the one. I can't remember the fuck it was called. It was like proper tiny, low pro RDA, wasn't it?
Yeah, but it's a lovely little flavour vape. It was obviously not a Cloud Beast, but it was just a nice little thing. I definitely
am turning more and more into a flavor chaser.
Yeah.
Like, that's why I love the Alpine. It's just the flavor on it's fantastic. And the new Reload X RDA is just phenomenally good. Like, genuinely.
That's one thing I've been finding with the mesh. Flavor profile and mesh, man. Oh.
Yeah, no, definitely. The only problem I have with mesh is the ease of hotspot shit. It's like really easy to fuck up and burn your throat out.
Oh yeah, I've done that a few times.
Yeah,
but usually only when I've just re-wicked it and put a fresh bit of mesh in.
Yeah,
so that's the only time I've ever had problems. Once I've got the mesh and the cotton in perfect,
nice,
I'm fine. Like the first when I remeshed it this time, again I put a little bit too not quite enough cotton in.
Yep.
I was like, one hit, fine. Second hit, but oh god, I've just set fire to my face. It's a really horrible sensation. When you get a dry hit on a fucking mesh coil, it lets you know.
Oh yeah,
straight away.
Definitely.
It's like, I'm a little bit too dry right now. It's like, okay, so I've got soggy ass cotton in there at all times.
Oh,
it's just like drip, 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 vape, 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 vape. Oh, it's still a bit moist, but there's that risk you get at that point where it goes just past the point of the moisture.
Yeah,
that's like. Yeah, I'm not risking that.
That's been. I guess that's been what we've been vaping, really, isn't it?
Pretty much.
Yeah, like I say, I'm hoping once things have settled down a bit here, I'll be ramping back into my usual spending habits. I'm sure it won't take long. But the one thing I do have in my office now is finally a vape cupboard.
I saw the. Do you put that up in the Running Vapors Facebook?
Yeah. It's on our Facebook page. Both my office, all lit up in green, and my vape cupboard, which is just it's so nice to just have everything in one place.
See, mine is currently across my desk in front of me. One side of the mixer has juices that have nick in. The other side, juices without nick. And basically, the juices without nick, I'm just slowly getting through. But it's like a lot of them are little mini taster bottles.
Yeah.
I'm probably going to use them at some point, but I'm not going to be asked to put nick in them. Then I've got a load of the Bantam stuff, which is too big to put in 10 mil in.
I do like the Bantam stuff, but it is very sweet.
It is. It's a coil killer.
Oh god, yeah, massively. I think like their best one was the strawberry shortcake by a long margin.
Oh yeah, I think that's the one I've gone through the most.
Yeah, but yeah, so that's what we've been vaping. It's gonna be interesting over here in Amsterdam. I mean, it is interesting anyway. There's so many fucking weird little things about this place. So banking for one. Banking is both. Why are you stroking a cupboard?
I was just trying to think, what the fuck is that on the cupboard? It's this weird stickers that was on the front of the cupboard for some reason. Sorry.
I'm just like stroking the cupboard, just like...
I like the feel of the wood on my fingers. Got the sad fingers on you.
But yeah, I was saying, like, banking over here is fucking weird. Like, so Maestro is the standard card. They don't have debit cards with long numbers. The debit cards like that just don't exist over here.
Yeah.
So you have that, and like everything's done by an instant bank transfer. It's really good, like, because money's never not like when money is debited from your account and it's gone, it's there. It's like always accurate balance reporting, which is fucking phenomenal. But they have this payment method for online payments called Ideal, where you use your PIN pad, like for online banking to make payments when you buy shit.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, it is really fucking odd. It's really weird. Like, if you want to buy things from other countries, you need a credit card because it's only MasterCard over here that has the long card number.
Fuck, man.
Yeah, so it's been really fucking weird. So I can't, like, at the moment, until I get my credit card through, I can't buy anything from other countries.
Sandbag.
Yeah, well, I can use PayPal for stuff because I've got a Dutch PayPal account now. Oh, yeah, that's something. PayPal don't let you move your country account. You just have to create a new fucking PayPal account.
What the fuck,
man?
Come on.
And also, oh, fuck me. Okay. Right. I love that. I like Apple a lot. I like their ecosystem. I like their hardware. There is merit to the Apple ecosystem, definitely. And their OS is a very good OS, right?
Yeah.
But fucking iTunes is the drizzling shits. It's the worst fucking... So I have Apple Music, and I wanted to change my iCloud account's country to be the Netherlands. And you can't have an active subscription while you do that. Cancelled my Apple Music. No one fucking told me. And I spoke to Apple support because I was having issues because they wouldn't let me move it unless I put a payment method in, and they only took Visa as the payment method. So I was like, well, I fucking can't. Luckily, I had my new job gave me €100 Visa gift card as a welcome gift, so I just used that. But yeah, so moved everything. I finally cancel everything like they tell me to. I've got loads of music that's been Genius matched, which means it's my personal music, but it's stored in the cloud because I it's matched it up, and as soon as you cancel your Apple Music subscription, all your Genius stuff just disappears.
Wow.
I lost fucking thousands of music tracks, just gone. Luckily, I had a fuck ton of it on my NAS drive, so I've got most of it back. But still, like, all my playlists, everything, every bit of customization, it's just gone. So yeah, fucking PSA, if you are moving country and you have an Apple account, fucking do it with care. Like, it's just a pain in the dick. It really is the worst.
I have a similar issue with sort of Spotify, where you'd if you transfer stuff on Spotify, if you move to a different country, obviously different licensing. Some like I know I've got a few playlists where they're based from different countries, like across Europe, the US, and they'll just have tracks which will just automatically skip because we don't have the licensing for them in the UK. Yeah. Well, you forget. What about the issue you had with Destiny 2?
Fucking hell, yeah. To be fair, that just turned out to be the fact that I need to do updates for Blizzard. But yeah, that would have been fucking hilarious. But I remember working for Spotify. When I worked for Spotify, it was back when they used to give us they give you a free account. They don't do that for staff anymore apparently, but they give you a free account, and they allow you to take the country restriction off, so you just get the full access to everything.
Oh,
yeah, I think they stopped. From what I spoke to people who were still working there, they stopped that. They basically made everyone give their free accounts back.
Oh, that is cuntish. If you already had the free accounts, like,
yeah,
fine.
No,
we won't be giving it to new staff.
No, they made
you should be grandfathered into that.
No. But I tell you, like, the perks of the place I work now are just fucking insane. Obviously, I'm not going to say who I work for or anything, because views and everything don't necessarily reflect the views of the company I work for. Disclaimer, but I'm not going to say their name anyway. But they are an amazing company to work for. Incredible company attitude, values, ethos. Just generally fosters such creative camaraderie, just like really fucking amazing. Everyone there is awesome, mostly like just really fucking nice people, and they're all just, everyone's out to do good. Like, one of the things they do is they give you 40 hours of leave additional a year to do charitable work. So like at the end of this month, I'm going with a load of us, and we're going to go cook in the soup kitchen for the homeless.
Oh, nice. That's awesome, man.
Yeah, and there's another thing we're doing where we're going to help. There's a charity over here that for kids, and they usually, what they do is they sell stamps, increase profit, but all the profits go to this charity for kids. But because less and less letters are being sent, we're going to do like a brainstorming session for a new business model for them.
Oh, nice.
It's really cool stuff. So yeah, they do really, really cool stuff. Like, another thing, I give €30 now a month of my salary towards Room to Read charity, which is basically, the whole thing is to put, in the next 10 years, like, get 10,000 kids like basic schooling.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, really, really cool. So yeah, there's loads of really cool stuff like that. There's, in terms of how like the business operates internally and everything, it's just like they really want you to impact the business in a positive way, so they really give you the freedom and the tools to do so. We get all our food provided for us. We have a bar, and I mean like a decent bar at work with like, we've got fucking Magic the Gathering at work, and guitars, just like ping pong tables. It's like that proper Silicon Valley attitude to everything. And I
still find it funny though I still find it funny when I mentioned to the guys that I work with that you guys have a bar in the office. Like, we are not surprised.
Really?
Yeah. We've had some dealings with the other side of your service desk.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's not always been the best.
I think we've done a lot in recent times, because like we're rapidly expanding our support offerings and things, and in the grand scheme of things, we're still quite although we've been going for a while, the company's still learning a lot. Yeah. And we wear everything on our sleeve. We generally have like an openness that I've never seen before in a company, especially internally. It's like nothing is obfuscated from anyone at any level. If you want to know about the inner workings and why decisions are being made, all you have to do is ask, and that the information's kind of within reason, freely given. Obviously, there are probably things that are kept secret or kept on a need to know certain things, maybe fiscally and whatnot. But generally speaking, no, nothing's obfuscated from staff, which is great. It's really refreshing. And yeah, it's like I've been really enjoying it. And the people there it's been really good, especially the like social side of things. Like having the bar on there, because obviously not knowing anyone, it's like, yeah, these are going to be my friends initially here, and luckily I've looked out and everyone's fucking great.
I thought you haven't found a replacement for me yet.
No, I mean, no one could replace you, Bungle. No one could replace anyone I know, I don't think. I've got an Aussie mate that I work with that I really want Dave to meet, because I think that they would just it'd be so hilarious to see their interactions. But yeah, sorry,
would it be a clash or would it be?
I think I don't think they. I think they get on really well, but I also think they'd be incredibly full on with each other. It'd be fucking brilliant.
Oh, it'd be like debate, but actually enjoying having the debate with each other.
Yeah, not just that as well. I think it'd be like when me, Dave, and Anwar used to go out drinking, and one of us would always come back with blood on us, and we wouldn't know whose blood it was, kind of thing. It's that level of oh man, yeah. But yeah, it's been really fucking cool, and Amsterdam's a really cool city. It's definitely different. Food is not a big deal here. Burger and chips or sausage is kind of the fucking, that's haute cuisine.
Wow, cheese and toast, mate.
Yeah,
cheese and ham toasty.
So it's FIBO is the thing that you were on about, isn't it?
Oh yeah, FIBO.
Yeah, I've done FIBO. I've done FIBO now a few times.
Have you had the weird cylinders of crispy stuff on the outside, weird goop in the inside?
Yes, nondescript goop. Yeah. That's all it is.
Because I can't read Dutch. She was like, I have no idea what the fuck this is, but I'm going to eat it.
Yeah.
Nom, nom, nom.
It's just, yeah. And FIBO is kind of depressing at the same time. It's just the signage and everything, and inside it, you're just the signage reminds me of Wimpy. Yeah, it's I have found somewhere that's worse to work than McDonald's. Oh, shit.
It's wow, I work in fast food, but we have one till and everything else is just done by coin slot.
Yeah. It's so weird.
Excuse me.
That's all right. And so that's been fucking takeaways, like pizza. You can get great proper Mediterranean pizza here. I've had some great pizza. But there's a place in Eros where we live called Burgers and Ribs. And the other night I ordered a burger which was 2 beef patties, onion rings, fried egg, pulled pork, bacon, cheese. It was fucking epic. They do burgers
Jesus
good.
Christ, man.
They do burgers good. Barney's Uptown, where we went for a meal when you came over, that was pretty decent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. The what was it? The weird BLT.
Yeah.
With a that's what they have an egg in it or something. Can't remember what. It had
something like that. Yeah. I had the.
Oh yeah, it was the BLT over easy with an over easy egg in it.
Nice. That's such a good idea. Oh man, where did my mate Kev, one of my old raving friends, Kev Voltage, happened to be over here the other weekend, and we went to the Amsterdam dungeon. That was really.
Did that last time I was over there.
It's really fun. Awesome. It's really fun.
We did in the same day. We got obviously got really really blazed. Then did the Amsterdam dungeon, and then it was also why they had the Bodyworks exhibition.
Oh, nice.
So we went and did that afterwards as well.
Sweet.
So much awesomeness.
We got really, really blazed when we did the Amsterdam dungeon. But before that, we went for breakfast at this this waffle place. Oh, fuck me. I had waffles with bacon and maple syrup.
Oh, man. One of my favourite things to get out there is stuff like the pancakes, man. I've had... I can't remember the name of the place, I know it's on one of the main streets toward Ramblan Spleen.
Okay,
there's this really nice pancake place, and had caramelized apple pancake.
Cool, nice,
it was fucking amazing.
That sounds
so
fucking
good.
lush. That sounds like it'd make a great vape juice.
It probably would.
Yep. So
it's basically what I'm vaping now.
So yeah. Other than that, I've not really had a chance to go out and see that much of Amsterdam, because obviously, once we got the house, we were fucking moving back out of the fucking apartment.
That was fun moving in there.
Yeah, my friend Claudio from work, we hired a van and he drove it. Fucking, do you know, it's so cheap to hire a van out of here. It's 40 euros for the day. For 2 days, it was 40 euros.
Oh, did you get your deposit back for the van as well?
I think so, yeah. The only difference is over here. So you pay €45 for the van for the day, but you pay like a €1,500 deposit.
Wow.
Yeah, so they just basically backfill I mean, it works out cheap because you get that money back, but you do lose. You've
got to have that money up front.
Well,
I've just moved here. I need a van.
I didn't. And Cloudy just was like, oh, I'll put it in my credit card. It's fine. I was like, you fucking legend. But so we managed to do it all in one trip as well. But yeah, we had to borrow the trolley and fucking wheel everything down and then bring Yuki as well.
Yeah. Oh god, I've actually loved that again.
Oh, she was actually really good. Man. She was actually really good this time. Like, she didn't make any noise really.
The second half, in fact, after the ferry, she was much quieter. I think it's like, I prefer this to the kennel. So
yeah, definitely. Quiet. Definitely. She's all right now. She's settled in. Like, we let her out for the first time.
Yeah, so man, I'm glad she seems to be doing all right.
Yeah, that was interesting. It's so funny because we've obviously, like, we can't really leave the back door open when we go upstairs or anything, like we could back it because it's not like just backed onto a private garden. It goes out onto the street. But it's like all glass door pretty much. So when we shut the door, if she's out, she immediately just like turns around and just like stood up at the glass going, oh, let me in. It's so funny. But
has she run into it yet?
No, not yet. But because we've got hardwood floors everywhere, she's sliding everywhere. So, but it's fucking terrifying. The stairs are fucking terrifying in Holland, just across the board. Like, our stairs are fucking narrow and twisty. We bought a king size bed for here, and we got a king size pocket sprung mattress. Getting a king size pocket sprung mattress, just me and Naomi getting that up 2 flights of fucking stairs into I swear to God, I nearly died twice. Oh man, it was horrible.
I'll never forget. I stayed in a hostel in Amsterdam one year. Back when I was at uni, and we were on the top floor of this hostel in the middle of the red light district. So as you can guess, lands at a premium there. So this place was narrow as fuck. And we're going up the last set of stairs, and they're literally probably only about an inch on each side of my shoulders wide. I've got a fucking massive bag full of my clothes. I said, no, actually I had to carry my usual rucksack, but obviously that's like, okay, if I go over, I'm not stopping. And none of the stairs were even or level, and the room we were in was overhanging one of the large turning areas in the canals. And when I say overhanging, I mean literally, because it's again an old building where they're building out at the back, especially to sort of get more space.
Yeah.
And there was a slight lean to the floor as well. So you put it on the floor, it rolls towards this, and the end of it over that was one massive window.
Nice.
And the benefit of that was we could smoke in the room as well. And so basically, we got absolutely blazed up during the day. We're like, let's go back to the hostel and just have a smoke and play some cards. Do that. We'll have a little nap. And it's like, you're just sitting there blazing out, looking over this like massive, well, you know what it's like where they've got the big open areas in the canals for turning and that.
Yeah.
Just looking over this as it's getting dark and all the lights are coming on. Nice. It's fucking amazing.
So there is, I think it's light spleen. It's basically a big kind of square area. There's a bulldog there, and just the whole thing is just bars and cafes and restaurants, and it's just like and it's all lit up to fucking night. We should definitely go there at some point.
I've gone past it. I've never been in any of the bulldogs.
No, neither have I yet. The places that I've frequented, like, so obviously the one around the corner from work gets a lot of business from me just because it's round the corner from work. I've been to Barney's again. And there was another one that I went to. It was like I don't know. It's like a communist one. It's all done up with like hammer and sickle and shit.
Soviet. It's near the SAS Radisson.
Maybe, but yeah. So that's where I met Kev. And that one's pretty cool.
I've been in there because it was directly over the road from an SAS Radisson I stayed in with my ex's work.
Nice.
For all their Christmas do. It was like, okay, so our flight's not till later this afternoon. I'll be over there.
Yeah. It's been like, so I've learned a bit about like etiquette. Apparently, like you have to buy weed from the places you are going to smoke weed. There's no, there's no like kind of bring your own. It's unless you've already bought it from there previously, I guess. But generally speaking, I mean, like the one around the corner from work, I'm pretty, because I'm in there all the time. They don't really give a shit. As long
as you bring them some sort of business. A lot of them would be like, even if you just come in and buy a couple of drinks, you're actually, rather than just coming here smoking and fucking off, you're actually giving us some money for being in here. Yeah,
definitely. So. But there's a bar just up the road from where we stopped finally when you were over, the coffee shop place. It's like 2 doors long. It doesn't sell weed or anything, but you can take your stuff in there and smoke. It's really nice, really nice. They do like table service and good coffee, and it's been, there's still so much for me to see, but because I've been like, I was working pretty much off the bat, it's been a little bit less. Had a little bit less time other than going to get a big fat knee fucking tattoo. Fuck me. I'll tell the story of the tattoo actually when we come back from the break, because we've been rambling on for like 35 minutes. Nice. We're going to take a break. The music this time, we're going to go back to some previously played stuff actually, because I just want to play a bit more Buzzard King in there. So I think I'm going to play Twisted Spires by Buzzard King for this break. It's one of my favorites.
Nice choice.
Definitely. All right, cool. So we'll be back shortly. Ta-ta.
Bye.
If the end today is nigh,
Tatio, brother.
That's the perfect thing because I just hit record. We're back. We are back. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed the smooth sounds of Buzzard King. So where I was going to talk about what I was going to talk about before we took a break was I've just had a new tattoo done. I'll post a pic of it to our Facebook page. Or you can find it from my Facebook page anyway. But it's like fucking huge back piece. I'm going to put a link in the show notes to the tattoo artist who did it. He's an amazing dude called Adrien Dorme. He's from Brazil. He's an actual artist as well. He did like graffiti art. I went to a little exhibition thing that he had on today. He's super talented. He's given me 2 of his pieces of artwork as well, which I'm going to be putting up in my man cave.
Nice.
Yeah, so I'll link to him. It was, all in all, it took like 7 hours across 2 sessions. So the first session was like 4 and a bit hours, and the second session was like 2 and a bit, or 2 and like basically come out to about just shy of 7 hours. The first session was the majority of it, but by the end of like coming into like somewhere like after the 4th hour, I was like all the adrenaline sour and I was in such a bad place, and I was twitching quite a lot, and it was making it hard for him. So we agreed to call it and then finish it. Basically had it finished a week later. Like it only just pretty much healed. Oh, the pain of and I had it done during my lunch break. Like I took an extended lunch break to have it done and went back to work afterwards. I can't begin to tell you how much the second session hurt. Like it was only 2 hours, but fuck me. Like when he got to the
color and shade
and the highlight, like a lot of it been done. It was the coloring and the highlighting mainly, and just a little bit more of filling in like the skirt and one of the tops. But when I got through most of it all right, but when it came time to doing the last bit, which was the white highlighting and stuff, because he was going over skin that he just finished, and oh fuck me, I was like clawing my way out of that fucking tattoo chair. Like I like normally I'm pretty good, but this was just like, because right on the center of my back.
It's like the my shoulder caps.
Yeah,
I had them done. Because the center of the black parts and the stars are actually been gone over in white as well to lighten them up.
Yeah.
My God, that on the shoulder bone, right on the top of the shoulder.
Well, I've got the wings from the succubus go over my shoulder, so I just got every fucking bit of it. Like the worst bit was lower back, about midway down, just under the shoulder blade. For some reason, that fucking sucked the most.
Yeah.
But yeah, like there was at one point where I actually had to just kind of like stop for 5 minutes and just go sit in a corner and just be like, take a few deep breaths. And like one thing I've learned is don't get tattooed on an empty stomach. That made it way worse.
No, never do that.
Yeah, that was way like that long a session on an empty stomach was fucking brutal.
No, but
it got it done, and it is fucking amazing. The guy's a real talent. I'm super happy with it. But yeah, I mean, it wasn't cheap either. It was like better part of €900.
Wow.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
So that's just over €100 an hour.
Yeah. It's, I mean, he's worth it. He's definitely worth it.
Oh, yeah.
I say, I've actually, like, he's a mate now. Like we just got on so well. He lives in Brazil, but he's over here like he can be here for like 3 months in a year, or 3 months every 6 months or something. So he comes over here, works out of a tattoo studio over here. So this is how awesome it is, because I couldn't take out all the money for the first session. I ended up, part of my payment for the first session, I bought he was going to London for the weekend. I bought his flights for him. And nice. He accepted that as part of the payment. It was like really fucking
why not?
cool.
Because that's what he's going to use the money for anyway.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, that worked really cool. And yeah, we've been WhatsApping, and like after this exhibition thing we went to meet him at today, went for a smoke, and then I might be going to dinner with him and some of his friends over here before he goes to Belgium. And he's off to Belgium from here mid next week, and then he's back to Brazil for a bit, and then I think he's back here in February.
Sort of like a touring artist. Almost.
Yeah, so like so the weekend after he did my first session, he went to the UK for the weekend. Then after the second session, he went to Poland for 2 days. And then he's off to Belgium and then back to Brazil. Yeah, man, he's such a fucking cool dude. Really, really awesome. And like, yeah, nice. I can't big up his artwork enough. When he comes back, we're gonna finish up my sleeve on my left arm. So we're gonna have it like flames coming up to blend into Shanna, and then on the other side of shoulder blade opposite my the most recent one, the school that the two characters on my back are from, that's going to be there, and the flames are just going to be starting to catch the school. So yeah, that should be really cool.
Very nice.
Yeah, it's gonna be an interesting session, definitely. But everyone in the tattoo studio, I think, was like Brazilian or definitely Latin American. Really, really cool bunch of guys. So yeah, that was that. What was the other thing that I was saying in the break that I was going to talk about?
Fuck.
The Meg.
Oh, the Meg, yes.
The Meg. Oh, so we both independently went to see the Meg. First time. Yeah. Okay, so we found a cinema, the one cinema showing it. We had to go and see it in 3D because that was the only place that was showing it, and it was showing it in 3D. It was interesting. So instead of, they don't have like the seats like the View, but they do, if you pay for the premium seats, which aren't, they're about the same price as View tickets anyway, you get to, the back row is just sofas.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so you just get a two-person sofa between you. So we just sat up there. That was really, really comfy, actually, really nice. But the film, my God. So before we get into the film, though, Dutch, over here, the cinemas have intermission.
What?
So, yeah, halfway through the Meg, there was an intermission where people went out and bought more popcorn, drinks, and things. Because all the cinemas here sell beer and shit. So everyone's like, go back, get a few more
all
beer.
the ones here do now, pretty much. Like View sells booze.
Yeah.
Lights has a bar in it. Picture House has got a bar.
Well, the Picture House has always been the place to go and drink and watch films.
Yeah.
Even. But yeah, so that was surreal. But yeah, the Meg, my God, what a fucking film. Like, it is... basically is exactly the B movie that it sets out to be.
Oh yeah, I mean it made perfect sense for me, the missus, and Mark to go see it, because we're the group that watch the shit shark films at the moment.
Yeah, completely. I mean, that would have been like that. Me and Naomi would have been going with you if we'd just still been there. But also the Chinese propaganda element to it is fucking hilarious, because it's part Chinese production. Like it
has to be, because they made so much of it. They wanted to do so much of it in China that China basically like, oh, you have to have X amount of the crew and cast.
Well, no, it's one of the actual production companies behind it is Chinese. That's part of the thing. It's like it's part China funded, because all the Chinese characters in it in the original book are Japanese. So they've basically swapped them out. And it's like, if you actually look, like, you know, the American billionaire guy, he's just like this fucking idiot. And there's always a Chinese person there to counterbalance him who's like the solemn hero type. And they were all fucking great, but it was really heavy handed. Like the Chinese guy that dies in the submarine.
He's the guy from Heroes.
Heroes, yeah. But yeah, he's like,
from Heroes.
I'm just going to sacrifice myself because I'm noble and great. And like, I mean, it wasn't offensive, but it was definitely noticeable and quite it added to the humor of the film, definitely.
And Jason Statham, need I say more?
It's like, what a legend. Like, it's so, do you know how you know how he kills it in the film? Do you know how he kills it in the book?
Go on, enlighten me.
He actually gets swallowed by it and cuts his way out from the inside.
A la Sharknado.
Yeah, I think that's why they didn't do it, because Sharknado, like, even though it is what's in the book, and also, like, there are sequels to the book, like, lots of sequels, like, lots of I think there's at least 3 in the series or something with just bigger Meg. Each time it's just a bigger, more aggressive shark, and then someone's like, "Oh, we have to capture the shark and like weaponize it," even though they're like just ruthlessly aggressive and kill everything. It's ridiculous. They just get really ridiculous. I mean, the entire premise. So you know the whole thing about the where it's like it's not the bottom of the ocean.
Yes.
Yeah, that actually doesn't come into it until the second book.
What? So they've actually mashed.
Yeah, they've taken elements. I think they made like Naomi knows more about it than I do because she's read the books like a lot. I mean, she's been waiting for this film for like 20 years. So it was like she was just like, we have to go and see it. I don't
Must
care.
Be so let down.
No, she loved it. She fucking loved it. Yeah. But
I mean,
she was the driving force behind going to see it. She was like, no, we have to see the Meg. We have to go and see the Meg now.
It's amazing for all the right and wrong reasons at the same time.
It's just such a good film. It's such a good bad film. It's like, I'll tell you how many times, like when they kill the first Meg and then the second bigger one, it's just like,
oh, that was a baby Meg. Sorry.
Yeah. I think the end of the first book or the second book, like I think the Meg gives birth and like the baby Megs all swim off, and that's kind of what sets up the second one. It's so funny. But fucking go on.
We did watch probably one of the worst shark films we've ever watched. And it almost stopped us from ever watching one again, is one called Raiders of the Lost Shark.
Oh, God.
Right? It has such a the name is just like, that is just pure B-movie gold. You're expecting such greatness. It is like someone's A-level finishing piece.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not fucking... I don't think anything will ever... Were you there when we watched Cat in the Brain? With Martin?
No, I didn't.
Okay, that's probably the bar of like, oh my God, this is like, it was funny for the first 10 minutes and then it was just like, wait, what? It was just too bad to be, it was shockingly bad. I've not watched like, it's been a while since I watched a really bad film. I think, so when Dave was over last, we watched Skyline 2. Now, I don't know if you've ever heard us talk about Skyline is possibly the worst film ever made. Like, I shit you not, the worst film ever made. All the best parts of that film are stills in the credits. The second one, really not that bad. It's fun, but shit.
Oh, dude, you want a really bad film again? Zombiesaurus.
Oh, God.
Again, I mean, sounds like it should be movie gold. It's just so fucking hilariously bad.
Oh, man.
It's one of those ones where it's bad, but it's fun to watch.
Yeah. I know what you mean.
Sharktopus versus Terracuda.
God, was it Mega Shark versus Crocosaurus or something? It's pretty fucking terrible. I think it's got Tiffany in it. The Meg was... The cinemas here, like I say, the intermission thing's weird. The fucking layout of the cinema we went to in Hoofddorp is the place names here are fucking stupid. I'm just saying.
Dutch.
I know. The Dutch language is odd.
The drunk German.
Yeah, kind of. Drunk
Mixing
German.
A little bit of Flemish.
Yeah, drunk German clearing his nose. But so yeah, out in Hoofddorp, this cinema is fucking weird. So you go in, and then you've got 2 staircases that are mutually exclusive. One goes up to pretty much fucking nowhere, and then the 3 stories up, it's the 5th screen. The other one goes up to basically, we went up to one where everything is and then we're like, all right, shit, no, we need to go all the way back down, all the way back up. It's like fucking, you know that scene in The Labyrinth where they're in that fucking stair room?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like that.
Well, the MC Escher drawing.
Yeah, the MC Escher drawing is like fucking that, but a cinema. Oh my God. But large popcorn is fucking epically huge. Like, genuinely I mean, I got it and I was like, holy shit, that's just too much popcorn. And the drinks are massive as well. But yeah, the fucking intermission was just weird. But you can get Chocomel. So, you know.
That makes up for it, man.
Seeing the Meg in 3D was quite funny because there were some bits that were just hilarious in 3D. Like the whole bit when the shark's biting the window and stuff. But 3D makes all the boat scenes look like just a toy boat or a computer game like boat. It takes all the scale and perspective out of it. So everything just looks tiny and tall, tiny and toy-like.
It wasn't just like that in 3D.
Oh, right, okay.
It did look a little bit. So it was just like, this is really cheap CG. What the fuck? What is this, 2018 or like 1996?
So I'll tell you what we did watch last week, and I remember Ultimate Beastmaster.
Yes.
Season 3 just aired.
Oh, nice.
It's all on Netflix. The American commentator this year is CM Punk.
Oh, nice.
And the British commentator is Wade. Oh, England are in it. Britain are in it this time. And the British commentator is Wade Barrett from WWE. So, yeah, it's actually really fucking good. The commentary is the highlight of the show. And, I mean, do you care about spoilers?
A little bit. I probably will watch it at some point.
Okay, I won't tell you which. Do you want to know which country wins?
No, definitely not.
Oh, and Anderson Silva is commentating again for Brazil, and he's amazing.
Oh man, he was amazing. The first season was with him, just like Brazil.
Yeah,
Brazil.
It's the same too as the first season from Brazil, and then South Korea are back. French are back, and it's the same French guys and the Italians. It's Australia in it this year. So you've got Australia's commentated by Danny Minogue.
It's like we need to find an Australian. Danny Minogue
And some
for Paul Hogan for
some curly haired, I think, rugby player. He's typical Aussie, I guess, but he's got like curly hair, like curly mop head, but sex offender mustache. It's not a good look.
Rugby player or cricketer.
Yeah, he's too big to be a cricketer. He's like fucking jacked. So
I would have gone for fucking Paul Hogan over Danny Minogue, though.
I know, but I mean,
bit of Crocodile Dundee up in that shit. Unless is he still alive?
She's actually quite good. She's actually quite good in it. And so it's Oz, Britain, America, Brazil, Germany, South Korea, Italy, France. It's like 8 countries. They made it way more difficult this year, and they've changed the format in that they have one round. Basically, it goes opening rounds. Winners of the opening, each opening episode, each of the first 4 episodes makes it to a semi-final. Then they have the semi-final. Then they do another 4 and another semi-final. And then the semi-final goes to a whittles down to a final. It was a really cool format because it kept it a little bit, because it went a bit stale when it was just opening, and then just final kind of thing. So the new format for it was really good, and it was just genuinely really fun. Strong, if you're into that kind of thing, like if you like ANW or American Ninja Warrior, then it's definitely worth the watch. It was good fun.
I've started watching season 9 of Archer.
Oh yeah, we watched that. Is that the
well, he's only got one eye?
Where he's on the island. Yeah. We've just finished watching that as well. Oh, dude, have you watched Final Space?
No, I haven't finished watching. I watched the first episode or so with Dave, I think.
Dude, watch it all. It's the first episodes do not do justice for how fucking awesome that show actually becomes.
I have to continue watching it, man.
No, dude, it comes with the highest recommendation from me. I can't. It's such a sleeping gem, because it starts off so unassuming and just really fucking kind of casual comedy, stupid, zany, and it keeps that throughout. But Jesus Christ, does it get real and really fucking really well written, really, really good. Also, did you check out Disenchanted yet?
Not yet, no, but that looks good.
We really enjoyed it because Noel Fielding's in it.
Oh, nice.
Matt Berry's in it. Rich Fulcher's in it. It's like some random like of the British comedy scene have just kind of showed up. I thought it was really good. Me and Naomi really liked it. It's had some critical panning, but
I've been to see a couple of films about the cinema recently. Actually,
oh yeah.
I went and saw The Festival, which is done by the guys who did In Between Us.
Oh, okay, yeah. Any good?
Really fucking funny, actually.
Okay, cool.
And one of the scenes near the beginning, it literally sums up ketamine down to a T. They arrive at they're at the festival, and this guy's racks up a line for every person who's there. And he starts racking this one up, and he's like, right, we'll do some coke, then we'll hit the things. And he just like boshes every single one of these lines, back, forth, back, forth, back, forth. And it's like, starts tapping at his nose, and goes, I made a mistake. The ketamine was in the teddy bear, the coke's in the toilet roll. So, weekend's over for me. I'm going to go and listen to some Nora Jones and try and sleep, get through this. He just keeps popping up every so often, just like, absolutely fucked off his face, like, oh, hi. Just like, how the fuck did you get it? I have no idea. He shakes his head at one point. It's just like, yep, that is a guy who was just boshed far too much ketamine.
That's
fucking hilarious.
It's making memories.
Another film, really, really recommend.
Sorry, what was that first one called again?
The Festival.
The Festival. Chat me, so I don't forget.
Yeah, the other one, it's the latest Spike Lee joint. I'm not usually a fan of Spike Lee films, but Black Klansman.
Black Klansman, yeah, it looks interesting.
Really, really, really good.
You just got a lot louder. I don't know why.
So I probably got a bit close to my microphone.
Yeah, I think that's what. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll sit further back. Sorry.
That's all right.
Yeah, Black Klansman. Really, really good. Really, really quite, considering it's based on the true story told by this cop in his memoirs.
Yeah.
There's no record of any of this having a thing, but in there he's saying that we have to just expunge the record of all this going on. It's like, okay. But they then draw parallels between what was going on then to modern day America.
Yeah, and the Trump.
And it actually has scenes from the Antifa marches and stuff.
Yep.
And including where that guy drove into the crowd of protesters.
Yeah.
And and I'll be honest, a tear came out of my eye at that point. It was just like, yeah, this is quite depressing how fucked a place can be right now.
It's America boggles my mind. It genuinely does. It makes me worried that I have friends that live there, and I have friends that want to go and live there. Because it may get better, but there are and I apologize to any Americans listening to this. I don't mean this is an attack on you. It's just like there are so many fundamental systemic issues that I just don't know how you fix them. Like the partisan system and the branches of government and the interaction between those branches is not what was intended, and the whole system has just got some real base level fundamental flaws that you can only patch so much. You know, if your base level code is fucked, doesn't matter how many times you fucking try and patch and optimize, you're still gonna have fucking random memory leaks just trickling out of there and clogging everything up. It's
a bit of a knackered up system.
I genuinely think that, like, as a society and as a culture, as a species, even we're not well equipped to handle the level of interconnectedness that we have now with things like social media. And I mean, I'm saying this recording a podcast, which is going to go up on the internet for people, you know, like there are some
global's the new local.
You know, there are some really great merits to what we have now in terms of a system for being in touch and connected. But like, I don't think it's so new that our societal psyche has yet to catch up with what this actually means. And, you know, this new way of interacting with each other, it's brought out sides of people that you never really saw before, because there was always a level of disconnect. But now we're just constantly there 24/7. Anyone can say whatever they want and it be heard by a vast number of people if said on the right platform, in the right, it's something that, it's an evolve or die situation, I think. And because now, the Pandora's box is open, you can't put it back, you can't go back, so it's adapt or survive, adapt and survive kind of thing. But yeah, it's going to be interesting. I'm sorry that I got like really heavy there, but it's something like, because moving from the UK, obviously with everything that's happening with Brexit, and now seeing it from the outside, like, it's fucking mental. Like the fucking so like, if I was reading something, reading a couple of articles the other day talking about like the no deal dropout, and like, if they drop out with no deal, it basically, like, until something gets sorted out, all flights out in and out of the UK just immediately get grounded. There are so many things that people just haven't thought about, and they're just like, oh, like it was a statement from one of the Brexit ministers, whichever one they're on now, basically saying, don't worry, if we drop out of without a deal, we'll make sure there's adequate food. Yeah. What is this, North Korea?
Oh no, we're fucked. We're not a country of import. Well, no, we are a country of import. We're not a country of exporters anymore. But yeah, when we used to have a thriving motor vehicle scene, we used to be Sheffield Steel, and shit like that, and coal, and coal obviously is a horrible fuel source now because it's so dirty and shit. No such thing as clean coal.
We're a financial services country now. That's our biggest export, if you like, financial services, and we lose all of that pretty much the second that we crash out in Brexit, because we're effectively, in terms of the financial world and the laws and that govern it, we become immediately isolated. Like, I think that's one of the reasons that, there's so many, like, Amsterdam, in terms of job market now, is just a booming young tech industry springing up out here. And I think that's a lot of companies would look at the UK maybe before this and be like, yeah, this is a really viable place. And I think like a lot of the companies that already have a base there will be okay, because mostly, but like Amsterdam now is definitely a big tech hub. Most of the people I've encountered, really, I know everyone I work with, because I work for a tech company, works for a tech company, but like people that I've spoken to outside of work all seem to work for tech companies, and like, we've had contractors in that are leaving and going on to other good tech companies and stuff. So there's definitely a lot of potential out here. It's interesting coming here with the way. Obviously, I don't know too much about the inner workings of the government at this point, but there's there's a few extra little loopholes to jump through, but everything's done in a very efficient manner. And they've got different like things in place, like they do. You have this thing called DigiD, which is like your digital identity with the Amsterdam government, and you can use it to register relocations and all that kind of thing, and check your taxes. It basically they've really embraced online stuff, whereas the UK is still, a lot of it is like, only just now can you fill in your tax forms online. Before, everything was just fucking post and shit. So they're a little bit further ahead on that. And public transport's pretty good. Like where I live, sorry, I don't know quite how we're going to this, but where I live is the Oslo, the closest tram station is Udenadaplansen, which, I know. Like, which is the end of the 2 tram line. It's the last stop. Trams are every 10 minutes. It takes about 30 minutes to get here. It's perfect, really. But a monthly season ticket for unlimited travel on all GVB trams, metros, buses, and everything is €93. That's unlimited. That's like, bear in mind that Naomi, for a limited bus pass just between on the park and ride, just to get her to Addenbrooke's and back, was paying £60 a month. And that that couldn't be used on anything else. That was just for that. Yeah. It's like, it's great. It's really great. And it's pretty reliable. I've not had too many issues. So that's, it's interesting. I mean,
one benefit a lot of European cities had is because of our relentless bombing to get rid of the Nazis from various areas.
Yep.
Especially in Germany as well. We destroyed so much infrastructure. They replaced it with so much new stuff. It's so much better. And I was like, this stuff got destroyed. Let's build it how it was. That's how we like it here. Yeah. That's the problem with Brexit. It's like, no. We like it how it was. We've got to keep it how it was.
It's like people talking
before we go back to fucking shillings and fucking
people are talking about going back to the imperial measuring system. And I've seen people post about wanting shillings.
Miles an hour and miles in distance.
And they still largely use stones and pounds for weight. Yeah. Body weight and things over there. You know, when you buy weed, typically... if you're buying it in ounces, although that has shifted more to grams over recent times. But for me,
quite nicely that. Well,
an eighth is
3.5 grams.
Yeah. So. But for me, for most of my life, I've been like, I'll get a 20 bag or an eighth, or a quarter, or Henry, or Henry eighth, quarter, half ounce, it's all, or a 9 bar, whatever.
In my day, I remember when a Henry was a 20 bag.
Well, yeah, God, Jesus. I remember when I used to be able to get a quarter of solid for a tenner and an eighth of solid for a fiver. And I remember because there was a period in time where I was just like, I don't know, wasn't paying for weed that much, or I was getting it off friends and stuff. So I was getting it at mates' rates. And then when I moved to Cambridge, I was like, hang on a sec. How much? We just shot up. I was just like, fucking hell, it just got really expensive. I mean, it's expensive in Amsterdam, but it's also, pick and choose what you want. It's always really good quality, so you don't mind.
You get what you pay for.
Definitely.
You're not paying a fat rate, whether it's bushweed or high quality shit.
And the amount of edibles as well that are available over here are fantastic. I'm a big fan of the edibles. Sorry, just gonna grab a drink.
No worries, I shall be, when I come over to visit you finally at some point,
yes,
I shall be partaking in edibles.
Definitely. Well, I've got the sofa bed now. It's not the comfiest, but we're going to get a topper for it as well. It'll do the job.
I used to sleep on your 2-seater sofa that's fairly long enough for
the sofa downstairs is fucking epically huge. But we actually have in the man cave, it is a sofa bed, so it rolls out, and we've got to do shit.
I'd always sleep on that sofa. You had a spare bed.
Yeah, I
no, don't have a fucking sofa. I can't be arsed.
Dave always slept on the bed. Dave always would just dive into that fucking thing, bury himself in it. But oh, sorry, just one sec. I just scratched my nose, itching like a son of a
bitch. I've got to try for some Dead Space. Yay!
sorry. I am back. Sorry, I'm having a. I fucking turned my vape off. I don't know why I did that. I'm just trying to vape out nothing. I
cracked. I got Forsaken.
Oh, what, the expansion?
Yeah.
How much is it?
Standalone, 35 quid.
Okay, that's all right.
With annual pass, 59.99.
Okay, I might pick up the standalone.
And then the digital deluxe is 70 quid. I thought, fuck it, I'll get the annual pass, so then I'd have to buy the free pre-planned DLCs for it.
What? How many pre-planned DLCs are
there? There's 3, I believe.
God, this is how they get you, man.
Oh yeah, they get you on those.
What story has it got? Because I should definitely pick it up because we can play through the campaign element together.
It has. Let's have a look. I'm looking at it now. Fuck's sake! Give me some fucking information, motherfucker. Oh yeah, so
no, just me doing marketing. That's what you're getting.
It's got a whole new area called the Tangled Shore, new 4v4 mode called Gambit, some new super abilities, new strikes and raids,
Cool.
whole new story.
That's what I'm definitely interested in, because I do like the stories in the story modes in what's it?
And the
Destiny.
annual pass will give you access to 3 premium content releases in winter 2018, spring 2019, and summer 2019.
Nice.
So that's why I thought, fuck it, I'll pay out a little bit more, get those pre-purchased. So, because to buy DLC on its own, you're looking at usually a lot more than what the annual pass costs total.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
But I need to stop doing it. I keep doing it every fucking time, buying, I'll get the DLC stuff now. And it's like, I've got that all for the Battlefield 1.
Yeah.
And I pop in there every so often now.
Yeah, that's why I'm going to pick up the standalone just by itself, and then see how I go with that. But I take it you can migrate your character across the layer. It does just sit on top of the normal game.
Oh yeah, it's literally just it is basically a
like Heart of Thorns type thing.
Oh yeah, Heart of Thorns basically. So you keep your character. The annoying thing is the recommended level for playing the stuff in the new one is 330.
You're not that far off, are you?
I'm 285, I think.
I thought you would get. We can get you up to that. I think I'm 350. So
yeah. I mean, if you're about after we do the podcast, then
yeah, actually, I can definitely do that. Yeah, we should definitely do that, actually. Well, there you go. We've got a plan for after the podcast. I'll pick that up. I can afford.
Yeah, I may have to nip out and pick Ruth up about 10 past 11.
That's fine. Yeah, no, that's good. That's
UK time.
Oh, yeah, I was going to say, 'cause it is like 11:30 here. But yeah, no, I mean, I have no plans for tomorrow, so that works. Sorry, you just got like a weird actual conversation between us there and not a radio show. I'll tell you, so going to go into a little bit of wrestling talk, actually, because last weekend, do you remember me talking to you about All In? The show that the Young Bucks and Cody Rhodes were putting on, like their own independent show.
Oh yeah, I remember you mentioning that.
So that happened last weekend. We watched it, and it was It was a phenomenal success. It was really, really cool. So yeah, we did that. That is the wrestling news that is happening right now. Yeah, they sold out it was a 30-minute sellout, 10,000 seat arena. They probably made about $500,000 just on merch sales, like $450,000 on ticket sales. They don't know what the pay-per-view number's like yet, but I bought it on pay-per-view at 43 quid a show. Yeah, but fuck it was worth it. It was amazing. It was a great show. Nice. Yeah, so that I just wanted to mention that because it's really fucking cool. And if any of our listeners are actually wrestling fans, that I strongly recommend checking it out. It's probably one of the most important and seminal wrestling shows of the modern era, just for how it happened, and some guys on the indie scene getting together and putting on a show. It was cool. It was really cool.
I do. On the vein slightly wrestling related, have you heard the recent Joe Rogan with Elon Dallas Page?
No, I will have to check that out, because I heard about the one he was with Elon Musk.
Yeah, I haven't listened to that one yet.
Apparently Elon Musk smokes a joint and gets stoned.
I saw pictures of him smoking the joint. Joe Rogan posted that on his Instagram.
That's brilliant.
Elon with a fucking joint in his hand.
Yeah.
It's like, boom. Oh, I'm getting a phone call from Ruth at the moment, so bear with me one sec.
I'll pause. Sorry for the brief. Sorry there for the brief unprofessional pause hiatus. Sorry.
You're quite loud then.
Sorry. I was a bit closer to the mic there. That's all. I was just adjusting to get comfortable for the getting settled in for the whole. But yeah, sorry about the hiatus there. We're back. Yeah. What were we talking about before we broke off? Actually. Destiny. Yeah. While we were gone just now, I've picked up Forsaken for Destiny, so we'll give that a shot afterwards. So this has been, I think so far, the podcast, this dynamic, I think, is definitely working. Like, I think it's a bit of getting used to, definitely, but it's oh shit, I've just turned that way too loud. Mm-hmm. Just still getting levels right, so sorry if there's these slightly perfect in professional. Like, when has this podcast ever been fucking professional?
Yeah, there is that.
See, what I want to do now, though, is see if we can get some of the other guys in there as well, which would be fun.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Obviously, they'll just be using gaming headsets. So their mics will be...
Ian's got a Blue Yeti.
Yeah, true, you could use that.
Yeah, so we'll see how it goes.
Everyone else. Yeah. See what happens.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, shit. Sorry, I'm just going to do a pause again. Right, sorry about that. I had a little vape mishap. Back. Sorry, we were just going to say, one of the things we wanted to talk about on the subject of podcasting in general is we want to give them, you guys will know Dave and Ian, as they've both been on the show.
Ian more than Dave.
But I think Dave's presence is what did I call him last time?
Oh God,
was it the Big D or something ridiculous?
Probably something ridiculous.
Yeah, either way, you all know who I'm on about. So they've got their own show. They've started their own podcast, which our illustrious Bungle here has done VO4 and intro work. I believe we might have talked about it a little bit in the last episode that Dave was on.
Yes, I think we mentioned it there. But I definitely want to pick up.
Yep. So it is called
the LARP Noobs. The LARP Noobs podcast, basically.
Cool.
They've put out 7 episodes so far. The first 3 episodes are about E1 at Empire, which is a LARP that me, Ian, and Dave went to.
Nice.
So that's the first 3 are basically then telling the tale of our first experience at LARP.
Cool.
Then 4 to 7 are E3, which unfortunately I wasn't able to attend. But Dave and Ian went representing our striding of the Ashbourne again. And basically what they got up to there. And basically when they came back, it's like, did you guys have a good time? Don't tell me any details. I'll be listening to it in the podcast. I've listened to it and I'm really looking forward to it. We've got E4 coming up next weekend.
Nice.
So Keys Ashbourne will be back on the field and I'm really looking forward to it. I've picked up some additional soft LARP gear. I've also got myself some decent greaves, some nice metal.
And hopefully it won't be fucking muddy as shit like it was last time you went.
Oh, it probably fucking will be, knowing my luck.
Well, especially given the time of year it's turning into as well now. Oh, fucking, that's like, slight digression. That's something like Amsterdam rain is just like on and off constantly. It's like the sky has Tourette's.
I do 155% humidity all the time. It's going to rain.
So the humidity is like crippling. Like when we were having the heat waves and things, my God, like the humidity just ruins you. It's fucking savage. But it's not the worst thing to have to complain about, I guess.
No. I mean, at least you haven't got hair to go frizzy, apart from your beard.
Down my beard. That's why I've got so many fucking beads in there now, keeping it from fucking like just mentaling out and me just looking like a fucking
massive puffball.
Oh, nice. I just look like I should be stood on a street corner with a sign, just shouting and random. I look like I just rolled out of bed and I'm just fucking my beard is east. Which, as we all know, is that way.
Yeah.
East is left.
Oh, man, that's a throwback to a really early episode.
Yeah.
What was that? That was about episode 2 or 3. Fuck.
But yeah, mentioning about the podcast. So the LARP Noob podcast, do check it out, especially if you've enjoyed any of the episodes that have had Ian and Dave on there. It's really cool podcast and different to what we do here. It's got a bit more of a tighter focus, I feel.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Much tighter focus. And like, look, the production that Dave puts into the intros and outros and stuff is immense.
Yeah.
It's like, seriously, I have so much fun. I'll basically go around there and we'll, I think one of them we've had a little bit of a script for, and the rest have just been like, this is the general gist, and we just battered stuff off each other. Nice.
And
but it's so much fun to do, but seriously, the stuff I do is nothing without the work Dave puts onto it. So, I mean, like I said, check it out. It's on all platforms, posted on Podbean. but you can get it from obviously iTunes or whatever your preferred podcast app is. I mean, I'm Podcast Addict on Android, and it's on there.
Have they submitted to Spotify yet?
I don't know if they have.
Oh, that's something to note on our side. We are now available on Spotify for any of the users out there that want to pick us up in there instead. Also, we audio only is available on YouTube again. I'm going to go through the back catalogue at some point and make sure all the episodes that are missing go up there. But we use Podbean for hosting, and they've integrated with YouTube, so it automatically goes up there now. Cool. So that's cool. I think as far as the first episode goes, we're going to kind of start rambling over to a close. It's been, it's been a little bit of a stop-starty one. It's, there's a lot of new factors in play and things to think about with the remote recording. It's been, I think I'm hoping we're going to have a fairly solid experience, and it will improve over time, especially when we get some sound dampening in. I need a rug, basically, because a lot of the sound is coming off my floor. That's definitely, like, this entire house is just reverb central. It's hilarious. Because as well, like, it's a big house and we've not had a chance to quite fill it with as much stuff as, like, that's one. Okay, so yeah, this is the other thing that I wanted to talk about, actually, before we go. Fucking weird shit about moving house in the Netherlands. They take the light fittings when they move out. They take, like, we were lucky to get floors. They take the carpets or the flooring usually, and like most of the rooms, my office, the bathrooms, and our attic bedroom and the kitchen are the only ones that have lights. Every other room has had its light, like all downstairs, the spare room, the man cave room, the other bedroom, the halls and everything have all had the light fitting stripped out. So we're living what's called in Holland. It's called in the Netherlands lamp life, which is I'm not paying for light fittings. I'm just buying €5 IKEA lamps everywhere.
Yeah, why the fuck not?
Yeah, completely. It works.
But to get a light fitting, you have to get an electrician in.
We do have a full walk-in wardrobe.
Nice. With a light?
With automated light on it. So it's
nice.
They fitted, like the outdoor garden motion sensors.
Oh, but not the actual fucking big beam.
No, God, no. It's just a small like desk lamp, but it's wired into that. So you just get a nice light and one of the wardrobes has actually got a light inside it as well, and the one in the corner. But yeah, it's really cool.
Just visually you walking in there and just being like one of those fucking powerful ass halogen lamps type. Bam! So, oh God, my retina. First thing in the morning, that's the last thing you'd want.
Oh no, it's quite beneficial in the morning though, because it does go off when I'm coming down the death trap stairs. Like, oh, fuck it, all the stairs in this house are just gonna, like, I nearly fell down the other day, and fuck, if you fall down these stairs, you are going to die. There's just no two ways about it. It's just like you have to be comfortable with the fact that your stairs are lethal. Like our cat Yuki running up the fucking stairs, like sliding at the top. It's terrifying.
Oh, bless her.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's weird. Like the property market in the Netherlands is fucked. Like, because everyone wants to live in Amsterdam. Like, property is expensive and goes quickly, and we were really lucky, but like I've talked to some of my friends at work and they're like, yeah, we wanted this apartment, but we effectively had to have a job interview to get it. Like, like one of the places Naomi was shown, it's only €100 less than this a month, and we're paying 1,600 a month. It was 1,500 a month, and it was basically a conservatory that this dude had been using for storage, and it was like literally one room conservatory for 1,500.
Is that the one that you posted the picture of?
That's one Naomi posted. Like, it was fucking, like, we really looked out with this place. So yeah, that's great. And it does mean that hopefully as we go forward, I can have a much more professional setup for a studio. And going forward, I'm hoping to maybe get some of my maybe some work colleagues to join in an episode or so, get some fresh faces and some new perspectives in here. So that should be fun. But yeah, I think going forward, we're going to try and get these done a bit more regularly. And because we've got a little bit more ease of access, even though we're further apart. It should make things a little bit easier.
Yeah, because obviously I was having to work around a lot of scheduling with stuff with my other half shifts and stuff, whereas now it's like, well, she's can just watch some shit on Netflix in the bedroom, and I can sit in here and record shit.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm surprised the dog has not gone mental at all while we've been doing this either, which has been quite nice.
Oh, okay, this has been all right then. Yeah, like I mean, I've just shut Yuki out because like you'll just hear her tapping on the floor basically. But yeah, so
I'm scared.
Yeah, so this is the new Rambling Vapors format. As we tidy things up, we may introduce actually including the video of us talking.
Maybe.
Yeah, well, Bungle, if you get your green screen, then it'll be fun. So yeah, we'll see how things go. I suppose it'll largely depend on if I can ever be fucking asked to do video editing on top of the audio stuff. And I need to improve. Like, there's shit that needs to happen, and whether it does or not is fucking yeah. So yeah, we'll be back again pretty soon, and we'll start having a bit more kind of focused topics and that. This was really just, we're back, we're in action, let's see how it sounds, let's waffle some shit.
We're not dead yet.
Yeah, we're not dead yet. So yeah, thanks for sticking with us, and yeah, it's going to be an interesting next few months. Yeah. I'm hoping to come back to the UK next year for at least one of the vape conventions.
Cool.
So
let me know which one.
Yeah, so we can go do that. And what I'll do is I'll bring, if you bring the mixer and your mic, and I'll bring a mic, we can set up like maybe a session in the hotel room where I'm staying.
Yeah,
just do a quick session in there or something, like a quick like live from Vape Expo or post Vape Expo wrap up. It'd be quite fun. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed it. Hope you enjoyed the music from Buzzard King. Again, shout to the guys from Vapr. Really cool chatting to you earlier. Think that's everything.
Shout to the LARP Noob podcast.
Shout to the LARP Noob podcast. Yep. And I guess we are going to go play some Destiny, and we'll be back again within a month.
Hopefully.
Let's commit to like before. Let's get together before this day in October. So before the 5th of October. That's the commitment we shall make. Anyway, peace, love, unity, respect, and we'll be back again soon.
See you soon. Bye.
Well, I hope you have enjoyed our time together today on this tumultuous journey through minds so distorted they barely qualify as such. Please do join us again in another time, at another place, for another glimpse into the profoundly strange and fascinating world of the Rambling Vapors.